The Eastern Conference is going to likely be, unless things drastically change, might be a cakewalk for the Nets when everybody's healthy next year, right? Harden, because let's be real here. If Durant, Kyrie, and Harden play, they beat the Bucks in 5 games?
I don't know about that. Just because it looked like that, because again, we don't know who's going to be hogging the ball, who's going to be shooting the ball. If Kevin Durant's not shooting the ball and Kyrie's shooting the ball or James Harden shooting the ball, they could be cold, and it could have been an easy game for the Bucks. So we don't know how.
That's why you have other options, right? So like if Kyrie's struggling, you have Durant and Harden. If Harden's struggling, you still have Durant and Kyrie. It's like it doesn't end. That's the thing. Like big threes are. You saw it. The Bucks got PJ Tucker specifically for his defense, right? PJ Tucker is one of the best defensive players in the league. He got absolutely demolished in this series by Kevin Durant. He got slaughtered by him. If Kyrie was healthy and if Harden was healthy, I think the Nets would have won in 5 or 6 games. There's and like I said, you might that's fine. You disagree with that, that's fine. To me, once Kyrie got hurt and Harden had to play on one leg,
shoulda, coulda,
woulda, and that's fine. Listen, I'm not making excuses. These things happen all the time. And the Boston Celtics years ago lost. Kyrie Irving had Terry Rozier carry their team to a Game 7 Eastern Conference Finals against LeBron and the Cavs, which, by the way, and I will say it to this day, the Celtics should have won that Game 7. They were in Boston.
Shoulda,
was hot.
Coulda, woulda.
Yeah, of course, and that's the thing, right?
Yeah, that's your new slogan. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm gonna make a shirt for you. Okay.
It's sports media. You take analogies all over the place.
It's an analogy, all right.
If Kucherov doesn't play for the Lightning tonight, of course it's going to be talked about. It's not something that can be avoided. You know what I mean? It goes without saying that if the Nets stay healthy with those big three, they're the best team in the Eastern Conference.
We don't know what the Eastern Conference is going to be next year.
But that's no, I'm saying, but right now they're the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Right now, but next year it could be different. I mean, the New York Knicks can add Dame Lillard and Kawhi Leonard and somebody else, a Bradley Beal next year, and who's the best team in the Eastern Conference? It's no longer the Brooklyn Nets. You would probably say the Knicks. So you can argue those points, and it's all about money. It's all about draft stock, but which, by the way, the Brooklyn Nets don't have, okay? Because the great Sean Marks decided to trade it all away for James Harden. So they better win, because if they don't win, it's a catastrophe, and it goes back to the Nets 10 years ago with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and the Jet, which, to me, really hurt that team, and it gave the Boston Celtics new life, a.k.a. Tatum,
an overrated player,
and Mr. Brown over there. So
they gave him an overrated player, Jason Tatum. They gave him an overrated player.
Yeah, you're overrated player. I think you're on Charles. but I would love Jason Tatum on the Knicks.
So would I.
I would love him, but that's just my opinion.
Speedy might not, but we would.
No, Speedy likes Jason Tatum. Speedy just had his take on Jason Tatum. I think he's going to bite his tongue on that, but
I think he should at this point.
But I think that Kawhi Leonard could be available this offseason. I don't know if he's not going to opt out of this contract. I think he wants more money. I think he can get more money. And why not, if he does opt out, before you sign with the Clippers again, why not air out your laundry with other teams? Go out there to New York, interview with the Knicks, go interview with somebody else, go interview with Dallas, go interview with whoever you want to interview with. Phoenix, if Chris Paul is no longer going to be there. So there could be so many different things that could happen this offseason that could change everything. Everything.
Can I ask you this question really quick?
Mm-hmm.
And I am curious because I know you're a big Tips fan. I love Tips too, and I know Speedy does as well. So Kawhi Leonard is a load management guy, right?
Yes.
Like he's the king of load management besides LeBron James. I mean, he is the face of it. Tibbs, to me, is a guy that I think is the complete opposite of that. He's somebody that doesn't believe in it. He's very old school. You're going to play.
Let me ask you a question. I know what you're going to say. Let me ask you a question.
No, but I'm going to ask you, do you think Kawhi and would want to sign with the Knicks because of Tibbs?
If Dame is there, if Dame Lillard is there, and you have a chance.
I mean, look, of course.
And you become a god, and you know you could become a god in New York with Dame Lillard. I'm telling you right now, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving regret not signing with the Knicks. Because if they did that with the Knicks, and Kevin Durant scored 49, 15 and 18, whatever he had in that game, an all-time great performance, New York Knicks fans, he would have been all over. They would have worshipped him. They would have built this statue around Madison Square Garden. I mean, him doing that at the Barclays Center, nobody cares. Nobody cares. They practically gave away tickets over there at the Barclays Center.